It's the beginning of March. It's in the 40s. Not a great weather forecast. Too hot. But I don't care, because sometimes you just need a break. You just need to get away where there are no human voices. Which way should I go? Middle or north? Let's go north. The trail came around the backside of this summit cone, and then the trail splits, and you could go down here. I think that's a trail going down, and looks like there would be a camping spot somehow somewhere down that way. However, I'm still on the Yellow Blaze Trail. That sign says, "Do not collect minerals." I guess these beautiful, shiny, white speckled rocks are something interesting to somebody. Oh yeah, there's some big ones there, wow. There's a nice spot out of the wind right here, but it's a bit too close. Too close if people come. I don't want to be a bother. Right? Technically, I think it'd be allowed. Wow, look at that. On the right there is Z Cliff. That looks neat. And then across, oh gosh, eventually it'd be white wall, but it looks funny in the clouds, so I'm not sure. It looks different than I expect. White wall might be farther on, right? But that would be looking out into the Zealand Valley. And look at that little cliff there you could stand on if you so choose. You can even see the parking lot. There's my car down there. It is a great joy to climb a mountain, but it is also a great joy to look at a mountain. Sometimes I'm just as happy to climb a small mountain like this and look over at the big mountains. Wow, look at the greenery. It's beautiful. I don't know where this goes, but I've learned that in the White Mountains, there's often a little campsite away from the summit. So I just thought I'd come look over here. Or maybe this is a different trail. We'll see. So at the end of this little spur trail is a view to the north, I believe. Going that direction did not lead to any ideal camp spot. And there's another spur trail off the other side. Oh wow, this side has big rocky outcroppings. I think I might have found a campsite, but I think someone is there. So this little bit of a sketchy side trail. Backtracking to get to the trail. There is some incredible leafy lichen on this trail, growing on huge boulders. I'm backtracking down now from the summit of North Sugarloaf, and I suppose I will make my way to Middle Sugarloaf. The ladder is at the tippy top. Uh-oh, it might be one of those tiny summits. Oh well, there's a viewpoint. Here comes the wind again. Look at this. Wow. Oh, it's bigger than I thought. Oh, wow. Presidentials are now clouded over at their summit. So maybe that next round mountain there might be Hale, Mount Hale, and then beyond would be Z Cliff. Certainly there should be a place for my little tent over here somewhere. Wow, it's so big. So much space.
Today we have a dessert vanilla ice cream sandwich, freeze dried into this package. The humidity continues to rise, 82% now. And if it gets to 100%, does that mean it's automatically raining?
Holy cow, what's going on with the sun?
This is more like it. Oh, I do see somebody now. And I wonder if they see me. Town. Maybe it's called Carroll?
This is probably a good time to hang the bear bag, but there are no perfect trees. I hung my bear bag. I guess the sunset is kind of done. You can see a bit of orangey wrapping around the farther horizon there. Well, it was okay. It was a really nice golden moment there at one point. It's fun. I like this. I just like watching nature. I walked all around this huge rocky summit area, and I cannot see my tent. I did come to realize that my tent is not 200 feet from the trail. I could be 200 feet from the trail, and I'd be in clear view on this big rock somewhere. But I feel like what I did was a better choice because it's tucked back in the trees. As I learn about these backcountry camping rules, I am trying my best to choose the answers that make sense, that I can still do it, but that I'm not ruining nature or bothering a bunch of other people.
can sort of see some moisture flying around. And I'm pretty tired, so I'm going to get in the tent. Up to 92% humidity now. 35 degrees, rather pleasant, and I'm going to bundle up, get inside that sleeping bag for a while. Well, I guess the sun is probably rising, but there isn't a great sunrise view, at least for right now. I'm trying to put away all my things. It's all going back in wet now because I gotta go home. I got everything out of the tent. Doing a little organizing there to put it all back in the bag. All right, I cleaned up. The dove is back. I threw some snow around. I've obviously got all my trash. And now I gotta go get the bear bag. Now I have all my stuff out here and I'm a day hiker again. I'm really hungry for my breakfast, but also I keep looking at the mountains and the sun. It's so beautiful. Cheers to backpacking. Coffee. I don't really want to leave, but the wind says time to pack it up. Somebody's trash. Reese's peanut butter cup, isn't it? And I'm just going to bring it up. And I think about the next person who comes up here, and I hope they can just walk around and not be distracted by Reese's peanut butter cup wrapper. Goodbye, mountains. It seems kind of funny now. Yesterday when I came up these stairs, I said, oh, it's one of those tiny summits. We just stand there for a minute and there's nothing. And then I came out to this huge open area of rock. Cool place. Looks fine, but good idea to be very careful. I hear chickadees and a raven. And the crunch crunch of my microspikes on snow. This winter I've enjoyed learning about winter camping and snow skills. It should still be winter in March up here, but you know, climate change and all. So it looks to me like even if it snows again, we're looking at spring conditions for the remainder. Even if there was one big snow, it won't be able to tolerate the temperature. So it's time for me to learn about spring conditions. Here we are at the juncture. This happens sometimes when you're going down a trail and you hear the bird and you stop to look for the bird. Oh, there's two. And it turns out the bird is looking at you. Wow, I was up there. like just a few minutes ago, it seems like. Look at that lichen. Wow, it's huge. Like the rock is huge, but also those pieces of leafy lichen there are huge. Wow. And this is Zealand Road. Zealand Road is beautiful unto itself. That is Middle Sugarloaf. Look at all those beautiful rocks. There's Mount Hale again. I liked that hike. Some people don't like that mountain because there's not a lot of views, but I liked it. And here is what I'm talking about, the forest protection area. These pinks. So the road is protected. Get off the road, people. But here's the Sugarloaf Trail and those two summits and all this beautiful backcountry. You can walk down this road and then on the trail go all the way to Zealand Hut. I've done that. You can go up Mount Hale. I've done that. This was my first time to the Sugarloafs. There's a car campground here. I've camped there with my car, but didn't hike. All in all, we are doing okay just to be thinking about the benefit of the forest. Because it wasn't that long ago that this whole area was seen as useless land except for its logging potential. And they went in there and just took down all the trees. Little did they know that modern day people would see this as a mental health refuge. Bring your stress, come here, and you'll feel so much better. Maybe the next generation will even use their forest time to be inspired to save the planet from becoming Mars 2.0. And there's the parking lot, the winter parking lot.